La maudite des vieux chauds.
I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
David, you look absolutely terrific, honestly.
Whatever
You've got my glue on.
This is where the worst begins.
David,
This is where we must stop.
terrific, honestly.
For beyond is the work of madness,
Next level to what?
the nightmare of insane murder and lingering death.
Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows.
Someone is watching you. Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death.
This is Albert from the Tuesday Show. You're listening to the goddamn Dave Hill Show, now on a flipping Monday.
No. No, you're an angel witch. Are we started yet?
Yeah.
Did I make it too slick by asking if we've started yet? Hello.
No.
Hello and welcome to the this show, which is the Dave Hill Goodtime Hour. I just blacked out for a second. I couldn't remember what it was called. No, I have a head injury. Anyway, hello. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Dave Hill from before. How are you doing, boy criminal Chris Gersbeck?
I'm fantastic.
You look incredible.
Oh, thank you.
And Des, New Jersey chicken rancher.
Yep.
Wait, what is that music? That's not the Disco Dancer soundtrack.
No,
I will allow it. I wanted to say just out of the gate that I've had several people, probably I want to say as many as 3, who have been kind enough to send me photos of Thumbs Up Cola and Limca, whatever. It's a citrus-based beverage. Oh no, sorry, I had to turn my sound down there. They've sent photos of that they've taken upon themselves to go out and find these fine Indian soft drinks.
That's fantastic.
In their own towns. And I passed this information on to our dear friend Anaval Paul of Mumbai, and he's quite excited that there's an uptick in Indian soft drink beverage consumption in America as a result of this program. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest.
Sure.
Chris, what's going on with you?
I ordered takeout. It was supposed to be here like an hour ago, and it showed up like 5 minutes before we went live. So I'm a little frazzled.
Did you fly into a rage?
No. Should I have?
Yeah.
Helps.
I mean, not at the delivery person or the restaurant, just at the universe. Don't take it out on anyone directly.
Okay. I'll take it out on anyone who calls in tonight.
Yes, which you should. The number is 347-474-0260. That's 347-474-0260. That's 347-474-0260. The lines are wide open. Can you feel it? We're gonna get a slicker phone system very soon.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna cost us $4,000, but we're gonna do it because we know it's worth it, and the money will come back to us tenfold. We don't care. We're just gonna do it. We have an incredible guest tonight. My friend Matt Reed, a hilarious comedian and a brilliant artist, visual artist, and an artist in general. Catch all. I'll just give him the full title of artist. He lives in Newcastle, England. So 2 weeks in a row, we have guests who have been willing to stay up really late to be on this program, and we're honored. And we'll get to hear a different English accent tonight, which is always exciting. We had a York accent last week, a Newcastle accent this week. Couldn't be more different.
Can you tell the difference? Like, if you did a side-by-side comparison, you weren't looking, you'd be able to tell?
No. I mean, I could tell they weren't from the same place, but I don't have the greatest ear for that. I can tell as the accent goes further north. I have dear friends, as I think I've discussed before on this program, I have dear friends from the north or even the Midlands, and I will hang out with them and really only understand about half of what they're saying. I like the half that I understand, and I trust that the rest is okay and that they're not saying horrible things.
They're not white supremacists.
Yeah, they could be slipping in all sorts of horrible things, but I don't think so. But yeah, sometimes I will but especially as the night wears on and the drinks are flowing, I just start to nod, and at some point I just start to become, just like a dog or something. I'm like, I don't know what anyone's saying, but I'm here for a good time, and I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But I will say, Matt Reed, I understand quite well. We'll see. We'll see, though. We'll be demonstrating it very soon.
I was chatting with him earlier. I could understand.
Very understandable gentleman.
Yeah.
And he's in lockdown. There's like super lockdown over there
Yeah, I
in
know.
the UK. I know this is gonna say, maybe this is an insensitive thing to say. Probably is. It's a stupid thing to say. I like the idea of a full on lockdown, of no gray area. I'm tired of yesterday I went to get pancakes at a local diner, and aside from the fact that there was a sign that said you have to wear a mask when you come in and when you leave, which I'm not sure what good that does relative to the fact that the entire restaurant was just packed with people eating, like every table full, and the staff was wearing masks, but no one else. And I went in there and I, in a panic, grabbed my pancakes and just gave them a 20, even though it was less than 20. I said, hey, you hang on to that. I'm out of here. I would have tipped anyway. I mean, that's the kind of operation I run in my life. But,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I've been tipping everyone. Anyone I have to pay something for. Because I'm
Well,
like, you
that's-
should not have to be working right now to serve me. So,
Well, I think everyone should do that. I mean, like, if people want the restaurants to survive and stuff,
yeah.
just get takeout and tip 20%. Be done with it.
Yeah. At least.
Problem solved. I mean, if everyone did it.
Big if.
Big if. If everyone was as incredible as we are.
Got a couple calls on hold if you want.
Let's take some fucking calls. Sorry for the profanity. We were coming dangerously close to having a wholesome program.
Kevin, are you there in Chicago?
I'm here.
Kevin, how's it going?
Hello.
What's happening?
Nice and cold here. It's really cold in Chicago. It's made a bunch of already really surly people even surlier.
Really? How so?
Oh, yeah. Well, everyone's pretty grumpy in Chicago to begin with.
Like
it
as
could
a
be beautiful out and people are just grumpy. And now they're extra grumpy. I'm seeing it all over Facebook.
like now, like you mean just in life in general?
Yeah, I mean, I learned this years ago, like, probably 15 years ago, the first time I took like a real adult trip to New York City, that people in New York are just busy. They got stuff to do. You don't want to get in their way. But people in Chicago, they're just assholes. Or jagbags. We call them jagbags.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
Jagbags.
Jagbag. You freaking jagbag. Yeah, they're
Jagbags.
They're a special breed here. They seem to love the cold, but they seem to be so angry when it's happening. I had to put on Facebook today. I just posted. It's like, why do I know way more about what you guys hate than what you love? And then they came at me hard, just like a bunch of jagbags.
What a bunch of! I'm gonna start saying jagbag more often. I think.
I like that.
What is a jagbag specifically? What is a jagbag? Do we know?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a jag off.
Yeah.
Sure.
You all know what that is, right? Because
Sure.
I mean, you're jagging off. I guess it's not good. I don't really know what that means either. But
I think that was like, wasn't it originally jacking off? Did it turn into jagging at some point?
Jag, jerk off.
I think you're right.
It's all kind of
you jag.
We must study the etymology of it all.
on the sort of the same tree, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it was hilarious. And there was one of the networks, I don't know, years ago, one of the big three had some like military-based drama show called Jag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
Judge Advocate General. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it stood for?
Oh,
Yeah.
How do you have that knowledge locked and loaded?
I don't know. If you'd have told me I'd know that information, I would have denied it. But actually, I think from A Few Good Men, that's what they.
It just came out of you like a form of Tourette's
I know
syndrome.
things. I have things locked away. Sometimes
I like that. I like
building a team, Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
put together a good team,
Yeah,
You got
people
all
finish.
the bases covered. You got tech guy, you got knowledge guy, you got funny guy.
I used to have stuff in my brain, and then I think lately this morning if you can imagine such a thing, I was talking to our friend Bill Dolan, and I was struggling to come up with the name of Taylor Swift, one of the most famous people on planet Earth. I was like, who's that one? I'll tell you, I'll be honest, it was in the context of shit talking The Weekend.
I was
There, I said
sure.
it.
So you think Taylor Swift should do the next Super Bowl? Is that where you're?
Well, if I have to
she done
choose
one?
between The Weekend and Taylor Swift, I'm gonna go Taylor Swift on that.
Yeah, he was a little flat.
I think it just has to do with me being a rapidly aging guy who maybe just doesn't connect with what the kids are into.
That's most
Could be
likely
it.
what it is.
But I do sometimes, Taylor Swift has good songs, right?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to agree with me, but I feel like I'm 1000% right about that.
There's some really good Jag puns in the chat right now. Everyone's
Okay, let's back it up. Right when I was just needlessly laying into The Weekend, which I shouldn't have done.
Jagnostic front. That was way
Jagnostic front. I will let's get a commitment out of everyone right now.
Okay.
I will pay for everyone in the chat right now to own a Jagnostic front t-shirt. I'm gonna call it. I'll be up all night long.
Action Jagson. That was Michael Braun. That's a good one.
Oh, that's good.
You can't beat
Jackson 5.
Jagnostic front. The
That's right.
Jackson 5. That's pretty good.
Jackson.
I like it. Hey, I wanted to not to get too far off the Jag topic, which I'm sure we can do for a while, but you brought up something. You guys were talking about the regional tongues in England.
Yes. Oh, well, we have one coming on the program minutes from now.
I'm very excited about that, so I won't keep you too terribly long here. Were you guys aware of the made-for-TV film Hysteria: The Story of Def Leppard?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
The VH1. Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. I've seen it 3 times in the last couple of weeks.
That's pretty good way to go.
Wait, where can you watch it?
You can watch it on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
I'm into that. I'll watch it. I've watched.
That was such a great era of TV when VH1 was just making those movies.
Yeah, they were doing a few of them.
They did one on the Jackson 5. They did MC Hammer, which was really good.
That was a good one. I saw they did TLC.
Who played MC Hammer?
Yeah. Some guy. MC Hammer played MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Hey, don't take shots at Hammer.
No, I love Hammer.
I have a Hammer anecdote.
Please.
When I used to write on TV shows at the VH1 network in the sort of, I guess, mid 2000s, and you would go to the bathroom or the toilet, as our guest tonight would call it. I'm guessing. And there would be just random celebrities in the toilet, in the bathroom, in the restroom. And one time, I washed hands next to MC Hammer.
Whoa.
It was when he was in his remember when he had his thug phase?
I love that phase. Pumps and a bump.
When he was like trying
headhunter?
to. Yeah, he was all in his thug phase. Let me say, I'm pro Hammer across the board.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not making light of Hammer. I think he was
like one of the most generous people on earth. He just like gave all his money away to his friends.
Oh,
It's always the downfall,
Generous to a fault.
His tragic flaw was kindness. Hammer. I'm sorry, we totally interrupted you. Your story of Hysteria, the Def Leppard story.
I was just going to comment on, though the wigs in the film are not great, all of the actors playing the members of Def Leppard do the regional Sheffield tongue perfectly. Hopefully, maybe they're all from Sheffield, but that was the most convincing thing. And Anthony
nice.
Michael Hall plays Mutt Lange.
Really?
No
Oh,
way.
okay. Well, I know exactly what I'm doing when this is over. There's
Well,
if you go,
Jagnostic front T-shirts.
I'm gonna be up all night making the Jagnostic front shirt. But there's also, if you really want to do a deep dive, there on that classic album show is on Tubi where they talk about Hysteria. That's pretty good. Now, I'm a fan of the first 3 Def Leppard records. That's the sweet spot for me. DH.
It's that High and Dry, On Through the Night,
and Pyromania.
Right.
10 Arms.
10 Arms. Yeah, they had all 10 Arms for those albums. I think you can hear a difference. Phil Collins not in the band until Pyromania, and didn't really do much on Pyromania except for rip some of the greatest solos of all time. But man, oh man, we should just talk about Def Leppard every episode and just really corner. I say this every week. I say let's really focus on one subject and only talk about that. The Def Leppard podcast. Who's in? Who's out? This will not affect everyone getting a Jagnostic front T-shirt.
It's still happening.
It does increase the likelihood of everyone getting a Jagsteria T-shirt.
Yes.
It does increase the likelihood of everyone getting a Jag Leopard T-shirt. It does increase anyway.
I remember that movie. Like they show, the accident happened where he loses his arm.
He was out. I mean, driving around,
mm-hmm.
Maybe drunk. We don't know. I mean, maybe we definitely do.
Yeah, I think it was confirmed.
And he flew into. Whenever people like get in crashes because they're out cruising around super fast in like a fancy car, I never understand it because I drive really slow. I drive like under the speed limit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be shocked. You'd be like,
I'd hate to be the passenger while you're driving.
Oh, anyone?
That'd be insane.
Anyone?
35.
I got pulled over driving back from New York whenever I came back a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got pulled over for being in the passing lane for like a really long time. A New Jersey State Patrol, whatever, pulled me over. And she's like, "Did you notice that I was behind you for like 10 miles in the passing lane?" I said, "No, I was on the road 10 and 2.
Yeah.
No ticket."
That happened to me. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to say, like, I never get tickets, and this is how I do it. I tell them right away, I am a horrible driver. I say I never drive. I'm a horrible driver. I'm just trying to get through this. I'm really sorry. And they kind of just, it disarms them. And they never get tickets.
Honesty.
I got pulled over. I did some crazy driving in Asbury Park, New Jersey. The driving was so bad that the policeman said, "How old are you?" Like, cause he couldn't make sense of the stupid way I was talking, where I was saying how I'm a horrible driver. Cause I try to talk like a man child when I tell them what a bad, and I'm like, "I'm a really bad driver, mister."
Oh no.
And I was like, how old are you? And I had delightfully told him exactly how old I was, and he just shook his head. I think he was asking for many reasons: my soft skin, my hair, my flowing hair, my manner of speech.
Did you have the windows open? Was your hair going all over the place?
Yeah, it was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was pumped.
Did he look at you and say, "I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was lost in your eyes"?
He didn't have to say it. I mean, I think I knew what was going on.
All right.
Des, do we still have another call?
No.
We lost. Oh, we lost it. Not that I'm trying to get rid of you, Kevin. It's just so we're gonna bring Matt on in a second, and I just wanted to check to see. All right, this is when we spend the $10,000 on the phone system. Part of it will be a system of keystrokes and things where Des and I can communicate via like eye symbols and things. Whether there's another call.
We're working out the code on
and
that.
I won't
Just
have
do,
to
like,
rudely
hand symbols.
Yeah,
like
baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
just
means-
like
You're out.
yeah. Hey, where was I talking the other day? Was it on this show? No, I don't think it was. Oh, I know what it was. I know where I was talking about. That I went to a baseball game with baseball's Roger Clemens.
Okay. Steroid user?
I didn't see him use any steroids, and
That
he's
day.
my friend, and I had asked you to take that back. Actually, I've only met him that one time, but he was not using steroids. And from where I was quite drunk.
That day.
That day, I was quite drunk, and other days I am as well.
I meant that day he didn't do steroids in front of you.
I didn't see it.
I'm sure there were other days.
This was like two or 3 years ago. I doubt he had occasion
He probably still doesn't.
just to break up the day a little bit.
Yeah.
Does some steroids. No, he was a delight, but he was telling me about hand signals and other secrets of the game that you would never understand.
Yeah.
So, all right. Should we bring on our guest?
Sure.
Kevin, can you call back in 20 minutes? Did we lose him?
Okay.
No, he's there.
What'd you say?
Sure.
Yeah, we need you to assess Matt Reed's accent.
Oh, well, you kind of showed your hand on that one, but all right, see what I can do. Cheers, guys.
Later.
All right.
Hey.
Thanks, man. Coming to the stage. I don't know why I decided to give Matt Reed an introduction as if he is a stripper in New Jersey. Coming to the stage. It's Scorchers. You know, there's only one way you know exactly what a DJ at a strip club sounds like.
Yeah.
And I'm not proud of it.
I knew a guy who was strip club DJ.
I know a guy who was a strip club DJ for years.
Yeah.
He told me all sorts of things, secrets,
It's probably
unexpected things.
a
How'd you
pretty
have it
easy
called
gig.
Yeah, you gotta like,
Play some
come on, guys, dig deep.
Coming to the main stage. Get another call.
Oh
Gotta
yeah.
get on real quick.
Let's take the call real quick, and then we'll bring on coming to the stage.
Say hello. Jessica, you there?
Hi,
my God.
yeah.
It's an actual woman.
Jessica's up the Hudson Valley, I think, right?
I am. Yeah. I was missing the show last week, and
Why? You
I
mean you?
wanted to ask Dave. Well, I cheat on you once in a while.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Who?
I know. I
What,
hope
Marin?
it doesn't break their heart or anything.
All right.
Live on Monday night.
Live on Monday night. You have competition, but I'm here, so it's not sexy
Okay.
competition.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, whatever.
Hey,
What was your
listen.
question?
I just wanted to say I'm glad that you made it safely there and back. I'm one of those people who hasn't left my house at all, and I'm going to keep doing that, you know. But what do you think New York City's going to look like when we get back in there? Do you think
Oh,
it's
like
gonna be
post
fun again?
plague? Is that what you mean? Like when the plague is past?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna
I
be
miss
fine.
Don Hill. I miss CBGBs. I miss all the art parties out in the freaking middle of Brooklyn in the warehouses. You know what I mean?
Well, that stuff was all gone before the plague.
A while ago.
But I think
I know, but I think that time was so raw, and so many people have left the city. Do you think that it's going to become an art hub again, like it used to be? Because it hasn't been like that again.
I would hope
in the
so.
early 80s, you know?
I think it could happen potentially. I mean, rents are definitely going down, and making it more affordable
Yeah.
for creative types. I was definitely like, I didn't, stuff wasn't as, the city wasn't like I Am Legend as some people had like painted it to be. I think the city will be fine, just like it, as fine as anywhere else in the world or this country or whatever. My one disappointment, I'll say, is, when people talk about people leaving, I was hoping that it would be something that was like all like the finance bro types would be the ones leaving. But as best I could tell, they haven't left at all. It was like mostly those are the people that I saw. So I was kind
Well,
of,
I don't know, man. We never have an empty apartment, and we have 40% empty apartments right now. They're leaving, believe me.
there's not 40%. It's not 40%.
Well, and for my business, it is.
What is your business?
Well, apartment rentals, business, real estate.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
I'll
Wait,
let you know.
it's not 40. I have a friend who's in that business. He says it's not that high.
You mean your individual company, Jessica, or you're saying across the board?
Yeah. Well, no, just my individual company, people with apartments like mine. Let's say that.
What is the percentage normally?
0.
0.
No one ever leaves. They raise families and die in our buildings. We're very good renters. We're very good landlords.
So you're saying 40%? I just don't. I mean, I think over time it's not like everyone's going to decide.
And there's another 30% who can't pay their rent.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested to see how that's going to go, because we're not that big, you know? So it's interesting. But that's what led to it last time. That's what made it so interesting last time.
Well, that's what I think will happen again, to some extent. But I this idea that everyone's going to go live in the woods, I just don't think, what humans are just going to change and everyone's going to want to live in the woods. I think I'm certainly not the first person to say this, but I think the people that have fled to the woods in a couple of years are going to be like, oh, wait, what did I do? What?
Oh,
I mean, the
yeah,
woods
that's a good
is a
point.
great.
I mean, I moved out to the woods and I didn't go back.
Wait, you live in the woods now?
Well, I'm in Irvington, so more like the suburbs.
That's
but
not
I go to
quite the
Vermont
woods.
a lot. That's my woods.
Oh, I like it. No, I mean, the woods are great. I'm not being anti-woods.
But I'm a country person. I was not a native, so you know.
I'm pro woods. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying in general, cities will always. It's not like humans are going to stop living in cities unless, the virus becomes some. It is a crazy thing unless it continues to be for years and years. But I don't think it will be, in my medical opinion.
If all the hype about this coronavirus is true.
If all the hype about, I think everything's going to be just fine. I mean, this is the thing. The reason the virus has been such a problem is because people just want to act how they always act.
Right.
So when it's actually safe to just act how people are just going to go back. They're already trying, and it's causing a massive problem. And once things are truly safe, everyone's just going to be, right back at Don Hills and CBGBs again, even though those places have been closed for a long time.
The next generation
of the mind.
I wish they would open up. The next gen is really what I'm thinking of, to you know.
They'll figure
And
something.
They
I
were
would
next gen themselves by the time, you know,
Yeah.
the 70s were over.
things.
Um,
It's everything's gonna be fine.
When are you coming back to New York or starting to do anything live, Dave? Have you found a comfortable spot yet?
To perform live? I would. I won't perform live until, I'll be the last one to do it. No, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'll be at home too. I'm with you.
No, I mean, I was back in New York already, and I'll be back again soon.
No, I know.
But
Oh, I wanted to congratulate you for a fantastic. I see what you were filming now because I actually went to that event last weekend.
What?
You did the festival, Saturday Night Festival. I forget what it was called now.
Sketchfest?
So, yeah, Sketchfest. Yeah, that's so much fun.
That's not what I was filming. I was filming a TV show.
Oh, I thought for sure it had to be the Sketchfest because they did such a great job putting everything together. I was like, wow, they must have done tremendous effort.
Oh yeah, but no one
getting all the people together. Mm-hmm.
No one that did that left their house. That's the magic of technology. No, I was shooting a TV show in a room with actual humans and no masks and testing and such.
No masks?
Well, I had 4 tests before I was even on set, so protocol, baby.
Only during the scene was your mask off. As soon as they yelled cut, mask was back on, right?
Back on.
Yeah.
Yep. But no, I'll perform live as soon as people are doing that again. But I'm not,
You're not in a hurry.
I'm not in a hurry, no, because
you're capable of patience. In other words.
I mean, as someone who I absolutely hate performing live anyway, so
what?
I only like performing live when it's happening, like. And the only reason I do it is I know when it's happening, I'll be glad. But otherwise, the very notion of being on stage in front of people is the hands down last thing I ever want to do. That's not anything.
How I feel about going to venues as an audience member.
Oh, I don't like doing anything.
I have a great time when I'm there and the show's on. But beforehand, I'm like, this better fucking start soon. This better, because I don't drink. So I'm just like,
I'm kind of that way
kind of
too.
annoyed with people. I'm like, yeah, man, go drink like over there away from me because you're being a dick right now.
I know. So that's,
I don't do good in
that's
bars.
why I drink. It brings the lights down. But no, I'll be
there, which I'm hoping they will.
What's that?
In the next couple of years.
What'd you say?
I'm hoping they're going to relax the marijuana laws enough for public smoking in New York City.
I don't know if you heard about this. They stopped allowing smoking indoors.
She said outdoors.
Oh, you want outdoor weed smoking?
I don't know where you're going, but no, cigarettes, yeah, but not pot.
They're not going to start letting people smoke pot indoors.
I think that that this might be a thing because everyone's created outdoor spaces now. I think that this might be a thing.
No, I know, but I'm saying indoors.
You can in other states where you can visit. I mean,
no, but you can't smoke it indoors.
But you have to join a club. I mean, they're clubs.
Right.
They're not bars.
Like
I think
cigar club.
I don't know. Can't you just smoke pot anywhere now? I mean, outside in any state.
No, you really can't. New York does have medical marijuana, but you have to consume it in your home. They have a lot of rules about it. Yeah. But there are more progressive states who've been doing it a lot longer who've got recreational and
might just use a vape. No one ever knows. No one's it's odorless.
No, let's not even don't encourage vaping of any sort. Well, we got to get Matt on. I told him Matt's been waiting.
Very excited to see Matt Reed.
Thank you so much.
Dude.
He's one of the greats.
And it's lovely to talk to you guys.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Right. Now let's get Matt in here. The pride of Newcastle, England. I met Matt I think on the last international jaunt I took, we met in Newcastle, England, of all places, where he is right now. Matt.
Hi.
There he is.
Hello
and
there.
he has a dangerous snakes who made
this. Something I threw on.
Head of the Newcastle chapter.
Yeah. Surprisingly well-attended meetings. I was awfully surprised. Because I tell you what, the snakes around here, they've had enough. They really have. All the snakes around here are just annoyed with what's happening.
Understandable. How's everything going over there? I mean, I think we have a sense of it.
It's, like nothing's going over here. There's no gigs, all the food's takeaway food. You've got to stay in. Schools aren't back yet.
They're not back yet?
No.
And you have a child or a son.
Yeah, he's 15 and he'll be 16 in May. And he's had no human contact properly with anyone his age for like 2 months. It's like,
oh wow!
I mean, my internet bill is lunacy. I mean, I've had to start recommending sites to him. Bless him. You shouldn't have to do that to your own kids.
Wait, you don't just pay a flat rate for the.
He's into very specialist things. The stuff he's into, he's weird.
I have concerns. So how does that work over there? So if you're just walking down the street, will you be arrested?
No. You're okay to go out as long as it's for personal exercise. I don't know how it can be for anyone else's exercise. It's personal exercise, and you can go and go shopping, but you've only allowed one person per household that they can't possibly check, and nobody checks. You're only allowed to not wear a mask if you've got a permit.
Wait, you can get a permit to not wear a mask?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What would be the reason?
It's down to mental health, because everyone over here squeals really loud about mental health, and it's become an issue, which is fair enough. I mean, there's certain issues that do need, but there's certain things that people will take advantage of. Like, there's a lot of people who voted for Brexit that seem to think that a mask, they call it muzzles instead of masks.
Oh, so it's consistent with
it's their freedom. It's their freedom that they've basically thrown down the toilet by leaving the EU anyway and destroying the freedom of movement, which is fun. So if we go and work abroad, I've got to pay nearly £1,000 in permits.
How much?
Nearly £1,000.
Really? If you want to go do shows in Spain or something?
Yeah. It's an absolute joke.
You're screwed basically if you want to.
Oh, 100% for Europe, yeah. Because there's a friend of mine used to do loads of gigs in the ski resorts in Maribel and Des Alpes, places like that, which was incredible. But you just can't do it anymore. You can't fetch us out there.
Meanwhile, I don't have to pay those fees to go.
No, I think you're alright coming in, yeah.
Wow.
So I guess that's what I'd ask is, can I have all your gigs that you're not going to do?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I'll send them
excellent.
your way.
Just transfer them over. Oh, that's worked out well for me.
No worries, though. As long as I can have your call-in guests. Because I tell you what, phone-ins over here are not as entertaining as the last guest you just had. And when she said she didn't drink, I was like, what? You sound like that normally. That's incredible. She was like, when all the parties that you have at the warehouse were Warhol, and you were like, I think that's over. And she was not having it. She would not have it that time was over, would she?
Well, I think she's hopeful, as am I, that we'll just go back.
Yeah. It was better than now, isn't it? Reality TV, Kardashians or go to EBGBs, Which one would you rather do?
Yeah, exactly. I want sort of just pick and choose what aspects of old and new New York I want. I want to still be able to get delicious scones. A lot of places.
Valid.
I found a good scone place by me recently.
But I don't want I don't want to be chased by the baseball furies.
I watch that.
Do you know the movie?
I do know the Warriors.
Oh, good.
It's one of my favorite films.
It's a little
Do you know, little fact, you know that bit where he was clicking the bottles together and says, "Warriors come out to play." Improvised. There you go. Little film.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow!
I heard
You've
he
done
had like a bully that used to do that to him or something. I don't know.
Aye.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Bloody love an Easter egg. I love a little movie fact. Obsessed with Jaws. That's my favorite film of all time. And all the little Easter eggs about Jaws are fantastic. You know, the woman who lost a kid, the kitten boy, they got eaten on the Lilo.
Yeah.
They'd never seen each other since the film. And it was about 20 years later, she went into a sandwich shop on the island and she went and she got a kitten boy sandwich because it was all like based off the film. And she got a kitten boy sandwich and the lad that owned the restaurant was the boy who played her son in the film. And that was the first time they'd seen each other in about 20 years since the film. I just thought that was a lovely little story. Lovely little story. I want to be famous enough to have a sandwich named after us. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
I feel like that's doable.
I think so. Well, what would the filling be?
Well, we can decide it tonight.
Yeah.
I think when people get their Jagnostic front T-shirts, we'll send them a Matt Reed for $2.
Trying to think of a Jag pun.
Isn't there like a cheese with Jag?
Jarlsberg, you maybe think.
Jagsburg.
I'll do.
Jagsburg cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's called
Jarl's Jag.
Jarl's Jag. Yeah, that's even better. Matt, I think I've asked you this before, but as I ask anyone from Newcastle, are you originally from Newcastle, or are you from?
I'm from very close by. I've got a similar accent, but only people over here would be able to tell the difference. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so we'll just say Newcastle for.
Newcastle's easy enough.
You know, how are the guys in Venom doing?
Guys in Venom, well,
yeah. Do you ever?
They're not doing as well as the guys in the Wild Hearts or China Drum or anything like that. But
I know Ginger from the Wild Hearts. He lives in York.
So good.
Yeah,
I love the Wild Hearts. Geordie in Wonderland. That's about Newcastle. The song by Wild Hearts, one of the best songs they do. I love it.
Are they? So are they originally from Newcastle?
Yeah, Ginger's Geordie. Aye.
You would think I would have this information locked and loaded. I just know that he lives in York.
I would expect you've got a massive list of facts you know about me ready to ask questions on.
I had the Venom question. I had the Venom question ready.
Venom are all right. They're still fighting Mask. That's a very, very niche. Venom was the enemy of the Mask Crusaders in a cartoon on Saturday morning. Do you remember Mask Crusaders?
You've kicked it over to Chris, I think now.
Yeah.
Chris, isn't
that? Remember Mask Crusaders?
That's not your area?
What, Saturday morning cartoons?
You don't know what Matt's talking about?
No, I don't. I've never heard of that.
Mask.
I thought. Oh, the Mask.
Mask? No, not the mask. Not the Jim Carrey one, and not the one with Cher where she loses them. God, that would be a horrible Saturday morning cartoon, wouldn't it? Morning, kids. That would be just upsetting. Rocky Dennis solving crimes or something. Mask was a series of people that used to wear special masks, and there was a lot of racial stereotypes in this. It was a very 80s cartoon, and they all used to have these. They'd all have individual vehicles and some brilliant vehicles that used to transform and stuff like that. But I used to love Mask. And Venom was led by someone called Mayhem, and Venom stood for Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem. There you go.
Now,
very good.
And that's like their logo is like a spider type thing, right?
No, I think it was a cobra. Actually, very similar to the G.I. Joe baddie.
Oh, I've got it all wrong. Now, Chris and Des, how well do you understand Matt Reed's accent?
Very well.
About 68, 70% somewhere.
That's a high percentage.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
I feel confident.
Yeah. There's people down south in this country that can't understand what I'm saying because I'm a bit too fast for them. So well done. And you're much further away.
No, but there's people I've met from further up north that I really struggle.
That'll be Scotland, is it? Yeah, they are.
Oh, Scotland, forget it.
Is that how it's measured? As you go north, it gets faster? Is that what that's the main break? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
absolutely.
Makes sense.
I mean, my normal speed of talk is like this, so I'll talk like this, and I'll just talk like, how you doing? Yeah, it's nice babe, nice like that. And but the further south I go, hello, how are you today? But then people like this accent gets away with a lot because they like a local boy done well. So if you do local, everybody enjoys it. The further south you go, the more like, oh, look at him trying. If you go to Scotland, they're like you're one of them. They call Geordies Scots with their heads kicked in, which is nice.
Ooh.
If you go over to Ireland, we've got a Celtic connection. We fought with the Celts against England, the Geordies, and then if you go to Wales, I mean, they're just happy to see anyone. I'll be honest. They're just like, oh yeah. It's just nice to have fresh
I like
jeans.
Wales.
It's great. I love it. Absolutely beautiful place.
I'm a big fan.
I got Nils on the phone if you want to talk to Canada.
Oh yes, please. And 347-474-0260. We are this is a global operation now.
No question.
Neil's from Merrickville, which is in Canada.
Neil's you there?
Ontario.
Yeah. Matt.
Hey.
Matt.
How, Neil?
Is that you, lad?
Yes.
It's him.
Oh, yeah, here. Okay. Sorry, the connection always sucks. Hey, you guys were just talking about, whatever, linguistics or, dialects. But earlier, you had mentioned that you had been near Mirabel.
Yeah.
I want to hear you say it again because, we had, for us down here, where I live in Canada, it's, right near the French border. So it's, all, Mirabel. But you said it in a whole cool different way, which I'd like to hear again, if that's all right.
No, not at all. Mirabel.
Oh, yeah.
Mirabel. That's how I say it. I say a lot of things. This is how I say it. It's a double negative. Not double negative. It's a double vowels that Geordies tend roller coaster. That's roller coaster, obviously.
I really
burrito.
like that. What was that one?
Burrito.
What was that? What does that mean? A burrito?
Yes, burrito.
Oh wow, I struggled with that.
Cookie.
I get the cookie. Sure.
Cookie. What's the other ones? Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa Loompa?
Yeah.
When would you have occasion to say that? That's not like
Oompa Loompa. Whenever I'm watching Charlie and the Bloody Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, but how? I mean, I say maybe once every 5 years. I mentioned.
Well, you've said it twice already tonight. So why are you trying to make us look a fool, dear?
That's true. Raise a good
what
point.
else? What else is it? Photocopier? That's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Photocopier. Film.
That's like a film.
Film. But we had an extra U for no reason whatsoever. Film.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's almost Scottish, really. It's just down from Scottish. Are you going into tune? Which is we are descended from Vikings.
Really?
Yeah, the Vikings landed in Northumberland.
Oh, and they just started porking everybody.
Well, that's the thing. I've always get, they got pillaged and raped. I always get the Geordie lasses definitely didn't get raped off 7 foot strong Swedish lads and Norwegian lads. They saw them rowing the boats into the beach and they get, oh no, hey lads, don't come over here. I don't want to be ravished.
Oh boy,
so, Matt, yeah, is it? But is it possible that we could speak the Queen's English for absolutely 30 seconds?
The Queen's English, and I hold no truck with our royal family. I'm afraid they are absolute parasites. So I'll speak proper English because we were first anyway. We spoke English before all them down south.
What?
We spoke proper English before all them down south.
Wait. So, Niels, what do you want him to do?
I don't know. When you speak like a proper English person.
You want like a posh accent,
or like a butler?
Well, maybe, or like a really polite person trying to put an album on. Do you
I think he means like a pot or what is it? What's the pronunciation, like R something? Like what the newscast, the presenters used to
like
speak
stiff
in.
upper lip.
Like it's called like RPG or RP something R something.
Oh, like Talking Dead.
Like if you were like sexy Margaret Thatcher. If you were sexy Margaret Thatcher.
I mean, that sentence is.
Would you be able to speak
so
like that for seconds?
So you want us to speak posh London? Like, hello there, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you?
My wife wouldn't let you do that either. Oh, it's really hard to speak like an English person.
There's so many accents in England. It is ridiculous.
Even around just one city.
Yeah.
You walk like 10 blocks.
That's what I love.
Yeah. If you go like further south, you get to Liverpool, which is like get us a chicken and a can of Coke. They've got like a really like guttural when they talk like that. Manchester's like, oh, you're all right. How are you going? Like that. And Birmingham, it is not an accent. It is borderline contraceptive the way they speak. It's horrible. It's like, are you all right? How are you? They do not sound right. And then London, you've got, you all right, mate? How you going? I fucking catch you. That kind of Cockney.
We're just
There's so many accents. It's insane. And Welsh is always good.
Waking up.
Welsh is nice. So whose boots are these shoes? Whose coat is this jacket?
Matt, can I ask you one more question before I vacate this?
I mean, why not?
You can ask as many questions as you like.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. They say like the Welsh have what do you call it? A nab for the gab or whatever. They love talking. And I have to admit, the only Welsh person I ever spoke to, we spoke all the way back from Calgary to Ottawa on the flight, and we just spoke, and it was like we became younger when we left the airplane. We never saw each other again. She was decades away from me. But upon when I get into it, people say, like the Welsh will, they can speak your ear off. And I don't, I love it. I'm just wondering, like, is that true?
I mean, I think that's pretty much prevalent of every single person in the UK. We'll love a chat. And if you're not laughing, you're not, like, everyone makes everybody else laugh. That's the good thing about the UK. I mean, I remember, like, Dave, last time I gigged with you, like, I think it was about 3:00 in the morning. Like, we're still drinking in the stand.
Yeah.
Everybody was just yammering away. And the Welsh are very good talkers. I think the Scousers, the Liverpudlians, they're the best talkers because they will talk about how wonderful their city is. It's all right. Us Geordies, we'll talk to you all night, but we know our city's the best. So that's the difference. And I like that seems to be I love hearing the stereotypes of British people from outside of Britain, because I don't really find out what people think about Britain, really. So it's nice to think that, like, being a bit chatty seems to be the worst thing. But I quite like that. But, like, and the whole, can you speak English? And someone go, hello, old chap, would you like a cucumber sandwich? As if that's, like, what Britain's like. Because then we go, oh, you're like Harry Potter, aren't you? No, I'm not. No, I am not. I am not like Harry Potter. But no, everyone talks over here, mate. I understand you Canadians are very polite, but I'm sure a couple of you are absolute dicks. You know what I mean? That's how it works, isn't it?
Niels, you there? Did we lose him?
Oh, yeah.
There he is.
Are you knee deep in the dab?
Yeah, but I went crazy. I bought a few double dabbers, like a Maybach dab. It's sitting in around 7%. Yeah, I don't know. Sacrifice taste for a little bit of punch sometimes.
I've got some edibles that I got from Canada. My friend sent us from Canada.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I'm a bit of a lightweight. Had a jelly bear the other day, and I started wondering whether I was real. So I had to stop that for a while. I was like,
"Hey, Matt, have you tried that spray, that marijuana spray you put on your tongue?"
No, we're not that advanced over here yet. I'm lucky if I can get. I can't buy hash here, but I can buy weed. But it's ditchwater weed. Really, it's terrible.
That sucks.
Wait, what's the spray, Niels?
Yeah. Is it like that olive oil that you spray in the pan instead of pouring it?
Hold on, it's a bunch of marbles all falling in my ear right now. Okay, like is someone asking about the spray?
Yeah. The question from me, Dave. Tell us about the spray.
Well, I think you may have witnessed it one fireside night, but when Canada legalized all their weed, it wasn't just marijuana cigarettes for everybody. It was, more consumable in the minds of the anti-marijuana people. Like you can get weed in every form here now, and edibles superseded the smoking of it. Like when there used to be a ritual of sitting around sharing a marijuana cigarette, now it's just the accessibility of it is like, yep, just pop a little Jerry Belly and have get your buzz, Anyways.
So everyone's got their stuff already. It's taken out the social aspect away.
I think it's a little bit too easy now, yeah. There's nobody putting on Helix Rock You.
I was
I have to really bring up, I have a real Dave, do you know that song?
I know the band Helix, but I can't think of that song.
See, this is my problem. A lot of people I'm speaking to don't think that that's the most anthemic metal song of all time.
What's the song?
Helix, Rock You.
Chris, can you pull it up and we can analyze?
Yeah.
This is important.
Yeah, and put it loud. Hey, Chris, if you could put it as loud as it could be without the levels shattering.
Yeah, don't shatter those levels.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Exactly.
Well, I figure everyone's, got ears of ice right now and listening to perfect Dave Hill Goodtime Hour, Yeah, that's like and draw out my life. If I ever had to get up to something, I would crank that.
We're gonna turn it down because I don't want YouTube to cut the stream.
Oh yeah, that's pretty rocking.
Yeah,
that's pretty rocking.
I lost 2 levels there by shattering, so God, that was close.
That's super rocking. Where in Canada is Helix from?
It's always been the mystery. I think maybe they're from Hamilton.
The Hammer.
Hello?
I said the Hammer.
Yeah. Shall I say the Cleveland of Ontario?
Yeah, I think that's about accurate.
Go. Hello?
Yeah. It's Dave from before. You there, Niels?
Yes. Are you?
I think it just kicked in.
They got Hamilton. I think Helix comes from there. It's an industrial town, it's a steel working town, and Helix just came up with the anthem of whatever. I don't know if every generation is specific, but I know that was specific to my generation. I can't even scream, and I'm so 47,000 years old. Anyways, gentlemen, have a great night.
Wait, Niels.
If I have a night half as good as you, mate, I will be sound.
Did we lose Niels?
Oh, Matt. No, I'm here. Matt, it's going to be great, man. I would just suggest. Hello?
I'm still here.
Yeah. As you spoke earlier about you know, it's really hard right now because the kids we're raising are missing significant things.
Mm-hmm.
But I have 100% taken upon myself to be a lot of those things, you know. So, you know, as a father, man, like, you just got to kick ass. I'm going to do it. You're going to do it. It's going to be great.
Fine. It's going to be fine. I think we can all agree on that.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great, man.
It's going to be
anyway, have a good night, sir.
Thank you, Niels.
See you, man.
Pleasure.
Yeah, all right. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Good night, Ned.
I got when this plague is passed, we need a summit with Niels and Matt.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Road trip. Meet up.
Yeah, I am coming over specifically to meet Neil. Just what a guy.
It's good times.
Yeah, he was incredible. I just love the pauses then. Hello? So he's in the dark room just going, hello?
You gotta get Niels on his home turf.
Yeah, wonderful, man. That was a good classic rock tune though, wasn't it? It was a good tune.
Yeah, it fires on all cylinders.
I've been to see a lot of rock bands.
Dave Bamundo asks, who does Anthony Michael Hall play in the VH1 Helix movie? I would like, in a perfect world, there would be a VH1 Helix movie. Another, not to keep, I'm just keeping very close tabs on the chat. Dave Bamundo also asked, I was just talking about this the other day. I can't remember who. And I've talked about it on this show at some point before, I'm sure. I'm always fascinated. Well, this happened to me doing radio in the UK. Some stations, like, what's it called? Talk Sport? Does that exist?
Yeah, Talk Sport. Yeah, Talk Sport.
I went on some show on that station, and they said, oh, just so you know, you can use profanity, but try not to use the C word more than once or twice, as if I was planning on just throwing it around.
Well, you've been to Scotland, yeah?
Yeah.
where it's more or less a comma.
So I may have said it once, just when in Rome. Yeah, because here in America we the words, it doesn't have the same.
A little monkey, huh?
Yeah, so but I may have said it just to fit in. But then sometime shortly after that, I was doing one of the BBC radio stations, and they said they're like, "Let's go over the guidelines real quick," and I said, "Oh, I know them. Just try not to say the C word more than once or twice, right?" And they were just like, "What? No, you can't say the C word." But now, one of the last times I was over there to the UK, not the last time before the plague, but sometime shortly before that, I was at a pub, and just for fun, I was calling everyone the C word, just the men, just over and over.
You're not an animal. You're not an animal.
I'm not an animal. And a woman said to me, she was in her 70s, she said, "Oh, honey, we don't use that word." And I was like, well, "No, that's the whole thing. You guys use that word all the time."
Yeah.
I said, No. She's like, no. We don't use it anymore. And then I asked my friends, I was like, "Is this true? Do you not use the C word anymore?" And they're like, yeah, you're not supposed to say that anymore. And I was like, how long has this been going on? I thought it was okay. Everyone says it over here. And they said, "Oh no, it's just been the last 6 months or so." That like as if like a memo went around like, "Hey everybody, nope, we're done.
Yeah,
no more."
I remember the 2 weeks where we weren't allowed to say shit. That was awkward. I mean,
that was a bad word.
Yeah, no, for 2 weeks it was. Yeah, I remember dropping stuff and not knowing what to say. But I mean, I think there's certain. I mean, I think there's a certain age group that still sees the C word as an absolutely horrendous word, and of course, majority of America. Because I still get shocked when not shocked, but I still get surprised if it's on any American TV show. Like, I mean, Sopranos was one of the first times I ever saw that used.
You guys remember when douchebag used to be like off limits? It was like, oh my god, like you can't say that.
I don't know if they used to do this over in America, but they used to change the words to films, like to something more acceptable. Did they ever do that?
Yeah.
Because I remember coming to America, it was "fuck you, you motherfucker," where Samuel L. Jackson's Robin McDowell's, and they changed it to "flip you, melon farmer."
They said this. Oh, you're saying like when it airs on regular TV.
They like
but it dubbed so badly as well. And Aliens was just so bad. Like Aliens was getting "Hey Ramirez, who's Snow White," and it was just the way they just changed the voice. It was like, "Hey, how are you? Hey, I don't think you should say that." You're like, well, what are you doing? It talks like that. It was dreadful. And Goodfellas, I mean, it was pointless watching. It was 5 minutes long by the end. That C word's still quite prevalent in use, especially like I say, especially in Scotland. You can't like if you're a nice person, that's like it's a term of endearment.
I love how do you know Janie Godley?
I do know Janie Godley pretty well, yeah.
I was going to mention her earlier because she told me one time that I think a lot of people even in America do this with me, but she explained to me that she talks much slower when she talks to me than when she's talking to me.
I've considered using glove puppets at some point. Hello, Dave.
But she used the word quite a bit, which I love. And she famously stood outside of Trump's golf course. She's the one with that "the Trump is a cunt" sign. Oh, nice. That's Janie Godley. You got Chris and Des.
Yeah.
You've seen that, right?
You've told me about it before, yeah.
That's Janie. And then, which was amazing, she on Succession when Logan Roy goes back to his hometown, someone has like a Logan Roy as a cunt sign. And I was like, Janie, oh my God, did you see that? And she's like, yeah, like a friend of mine writes on the show and did it as like a tribute to me. So nice. I was like, oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
goes to show you.
I thought you'd have been annoyed because it was a bloke rather than being a woman. I thought that might have annoyed her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you saw that episode?
Yeah, I saw. Succession's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's a great show, isn't it?
It's magnificent, yeah.
Do you guys watch that, Chris?
Oh yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've watched it through. I've watched it through about 2 or 3 times.
We only watched it once, but it was in like 2 days. I got to go back and watch it again.
Spectacular, isn't it?
People on that show.
So good.
Yeah, that's a great. Have you guys seen the show Call My Agent on Netflix?
No, I've heard that's very good as well.
It is. Yeah. I saw like a few write-ups of it, and I was like, I'm the only person in America that's seen it. No, I'm sure other people have. But I've watched it alone, and I've been telling people to watch it. It's like, what's that?
Sorry, continue.
Oh, and I was gonna say, I can't tell how much of it is the added value of the Paris porn of it all. Is that a deer?
Yes.
Didn't that look like a deer? A deer wandered into frame. Oh, it's a great.
This is the most northern dog in the world. This is a whippet.
Yeah. A whippet. Oh, I thought it was a greyhound.
Oh, it's like Santa's little helper.
Oh, what a sweet sweetie.
Oh, rescued it. It'll be in the lockdown.
Oh, so wait, is the dog okay? What happened?
Oh, she just could have been panicky when I first didn't hit the ground the way she normally gets used to.
Wait, so you got her? You got her recently?
Yeah, rescued her about 5 months ago.
Oh, nice.
She's 9-year-old, but I tell you what, she whippets are ludicrously fast. And I took her out because people think, because they're sporting dog, the hunting dogs, people think they need a lot of exercise, but they are genuinely the laziest dogs I've ever known. You take them out the run for about 10 minutes, and I'm talking like it's like light speed. There's like leaves falling, and then you put them in bed, and they're just like, unless it involves chicken, I'm going to be in bed, yeah? Okay, I'll say in a bit, yeah. But she's like, she's terrible for begging though. Like, I'll be like trying to eat the yogurt, and I'm like, It's like, all right, just gonna hear you. Hey, so you're having a yogurt there? Guess who else likes you? I'm like, all right.
That's it. She's got to meet my dog. My dog, chicken and yogurt, the big favorites.
But like it's great because like I love dogs. Dogs are the best thing in the world.
Oh, totally.
I'm walking the dog and everyone else with the dog, like, because she's so cute, especially when she's got a little coat on. Everyone comes up, oh, what's her name? And they've got dogs. So I'm just like, I just get to make loads of dogs. It's like, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Chris and Des are cat people, aren't you?
No.
I'd say
I'm a cat person.
Wait, Des, Des is a dog person, but you have cats too, right?
No.
You have no cats.
In the past. I'm okay with cats, but I might take issue with that. I'm a cat person.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't saying that defines you.
Okay. All right.
Just saying among the animals in your...
Yeah.
I have 3 cats, so maybe you just thought that one of my cats was Dez's.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
I think of Des as he's a chicken rancher, chicken magnate.
Yeah.
He looks like he farms odd meat, like maybe kangaroo wrangling or something.
I have to encourage everyone. Des, you have an Instagram that is just your chickens, correct?
Correct. Yeah, it's Girls of Lagrange.
What?
Girls of Lagrange.
Right,
It's
like top song.
You never think that you require chicken content in your life until you see the chicken content.
Yeah,
that's being brought by Des on the chicken account.
It's really more the wife on running all that, but for sure.
Well, please
every day check in.
Give
what's
her
what's it called?
Girls of Lagrange.
Very strong.
Oh God, girls of certainly isn't chicken. I'll continue typing this. Goes up the grid.
Oh yeah,
girls
that could go all the way directions.
Yeah. I got another call on hold if you want to take.
Oh, let's take a call.
Pretty sexy chickens. What?
Elvira, you there?
Hey, how are you fine folks doing today?
Good.
Really great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I am going through the process of learning how to unclench.
What is it?
My fingers have been in a tight fist so long that I forgot that I had fingers, and now I'm trying to kind of mindfully re-engage with society.
What are you saying here?
I'm just saying it's hard. Well, I was just listening to NPR as I was running errands today, and it was just hearing just calls of people just trying to figure out how to get vaccinations for their loved ones. It being such a kind of messed up thing, and just hearing that anguish of frustration out there kind of hit me hard today, and I've been kind of processing what it means to process.
You're being an empath.
Yeah. Oh, because I'm having a lot of, like yesterday, I do a weekly check-in with a friend of mine where he works. I mask up. We go down there and I see him, and as I'm talking to him through a plastic barrier, a woman passes by me, and she has her mask kind of low over her mouth and not over her nose. And that fight or flight, because you feel existentially threatened whenever you see somebody not adhering to the rules. And all those hormones of the mama bear kind of released in me because and she walked away, and I didn't think about it. And then she passed by me again, and it's like, oh, still mask. And then the third time I saw her pass by, I just looked at her and I go, can you please put your mask over your nose? And she looked at me and says, do you work here? And I just looked at her with the most stern mom face and said, yes. And then she kind of flinched and went away. And I'm a big pacifist, but I just wanted to punch her. I just wanted to just punch her and have some control over the situation. And I think back at it, and it still kind of kicks those hormones in. So it's that unusual processing of what do you do with that energy, that frustration. So that's my day.
apart from that, though, it's been good, eh?
What I wanted to do is talk about when we get back to things, when we get back to in person, and how we can do things better. And you know what I hate, and I know you hate it? Ticket scammers, ticket companies, and ticket prices where they just excessively fee and scam our audiences out of their hard-earned entertainment dollars.
Oh yeah.
And what I'm calling for is for us to find a better way to do it when we go back. And if there's anything I can do to help that energy, let me know.
I would get cracking now because you have some time.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about incorporating blockchain technology, kind of maybe make a show coin or a comedy coin where you can buy a ticket and it'll have your information, and that will be the transfer. That way we don't have these ticket masters and other scalpers, feeding unnecessarily on us. Because you don't go to a grocery store and after you buy everything, get handled with a $85 box fee because one of your things. It's a scam, and we can do better.
I agree.
Yeah, I think so, 100%. In fact, I've just on Twitter earlier on, I was looking, and there's looking to be a scalping law because of PlayStation and Xbox scalpers. Because when PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox came out, everyone that bought them was scalpers, and they're just quadruple the price on eBay, and they're looking to make it illegal to do that because it's ridiculous, and it's just not fair.
Yeah, it's just a shitty way of being. It's that kind of bottom feeder, feed on human suffering, but create nothing of actual value.
Yeah. I think the first thing you need to do is get off the fence and tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
And, but no, I agree, because I went out. My little lad, he's at Kings of Leon. He likes the Kings of Leon, and I'd love to. I like them to a degree, and I thought it's a concert I could stand because some of the bands he likes. I'm ashamed, but if I hear one more breathy cover, I swear to God. Anyway, honestly, I'm going to do a breathy cover of a breathy cover. Be the first person to do that. Just basically hyperventilate into a microphone with one single piano tune, just bing. But I was going to take him to see Kings of Leon before this happened. It was £85 a ticket. That's like $8,000.
Yeah.
Well, it was till Brexit. But like £85 a ticket, which is like ludicrous money. And that was standing, and that was like midway. So it's dreadful. It's obscene, the amount of Steve Martin came over here to do a few stand-up gigs. It was £120 a ticket.
Oh, really? He did stand-up recently?
Yeah, him and it wasn't so long back, a couple of years, I think. It was him and
Martin Short.
Martin Short, that's it. I was going to say the Inner Space Floor.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, £120 a ticket.
Hey, we just have a few minutes left here, and I want to spend some time talking about Matt's amazing artwork, which we should have brought up sooner. So thank you, Elvira.
I appreciate you. Oh, and
get cracking.
Diagnostic front and diagnostic back shirts are now available at theoffensive.com, as well as a Jag Leppard.
Excellent. I'm glad someone got on it. All right. Well, thank you, Elvira.
He's gone.
That was not the voice I expected from Elvira.
Are we able to pull up some of Matt's amazing illustrations in the few minutes we have left? I'm sorry we didn't do this sooner. What'd you say?
No worries at all. No worries.
And you have, if people can follow at Matt. Why am I made a portmanteau of your name? At Matt Reed Illustration, right? On Instagram?
Yes.
And that's where everyone can see the amazing artwork you've been doing especially during this pandemic. And then you've been doing a lot of anti-Tories artwork that's gotten quite popular, right?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows, if anyone really follows British politics such as it is, but we have got one of the worst governments of all time that I've ever seen. The Tories are always being horrible, especially the people in the North. They destroyed the North. Like Maggie Thatcher, when it was all about Maggie Thatcher, she absolutely destroyed my region, stamped it into the ground. And yet week there, a lot of my region voted them in. Basically self-harm on the ballot box.
This sounds really familiar.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Well, so I did a lot of like just anti-Tory stuff and sold quite a few of them because I'm not alone, turns out. And I did some of the, there he is.
There we
That's
go.
Boris Johnson. And that's one my girlfriend did, actually. It's a bit of cross stitch.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's a very famous Geordie called Jeff from Biker Grove, which is if you can get hold of that. If anyone wants to see just how bad the Northeast accent can get, if you ever want to watch Biker Grove, then that'll help you get a grasp of just how bad it can be.
What is the show called?
Biker Grove, Byker Grove. It's about a youth club in the northeast of England, it is wonderfully scummy. It's absolutely wonderful. But the best example of the Geordie accent that's not the Geordie accent, do you know Castle, the detective show?
I think I've heard of it.
It's an American drama. I mean, it's all right. It's fairly bog standard, but they've got this bloke on, and he's just talking, hey, how are you? And this one goes, oh, he's a Geordie. Don't worry, I can translate. And he sounds nothing like a Geordie. It is the most wonderful bad accent I have ever heard in my life. It's even worse than, I'll give you an example, it's even worse than Brad Pitt's in Devil's Own. So, what do you know about the troubles? Oh, stay away from me, Seamus. I'm embarrassed for you. Get away from me, pot of gold. Is that you're a terrorist?
Are American accents just way easier to imitate than?
Oh well, I mean, I'm not that good at accents, but I mean, there tends to be one size fits all on your accents. Like,
yeah, it seems like whenever, like, you know, well, Nicole Kidman's not a good example. She just sounds Australian now, but like, you know,
she is Australian, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but she always plays American characters with like a really bad, really poorly. But like Christian Bale, like never plays British characters. Like it's always American. You'd never know.
Yeah, it's odd. I like to see there's a few like Scottish people who play like American, and then when you hear them interviewed, they go, so anyway, I'll see you like you're like, what? You're from New York, surely? But it's but no, I don't think that was the case. I think it was but Castle's definitely the one to listen to. I haven't lost the thread there. Did you hear us? I went off on like 100 different sentences.
It all made sense.
We're with you.
Yeah.
We're Matt, we're gonna ride off into the live stream sunset momentarily. So everyone should follow you at Matt Reed Illustration for your illustrations, but then
yes, please.
Where else should you have on your personal Instagram?
Oh yeah, well I've got. If you go onto the Stand Comedy Club in UK, they've got a streaming site called Stand on Demand, and I've got me 1 hour show on there. That's about the time I got catfished and stalked for 4 years, and that's a true story. And it was.
We gotta have you back to talk about that.
100%. I'm glad because you know what, I've got a bit of time. So if you need us back,
all right, come back next week and tell us the catfishing story.
Absolute deal. Yeah.
This is a real cliffhanger. This is our first cliffhanger.
Nice.
I'm glad. I hope I'm more entertaining than Stallone's cliffhanger.
Good move.
Wait, standondemand.com.
Stand on Demand, yeah, and it's got it's called Matt Reed Stalked, which I was gutted that I didn't write Matt Fish, but that's just how it goes. But it's a true story as well, 100% true story, and it's insane.
All right, can you come back and tell us next week?
100%, yeah, I'll come back next Monday.
Awesome. This is our first to be continued.
Yes.
This is excellent. All right. Well, let's sign off for now. We'll get the story next week.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, thank you for joining us once again. If you want to support this program, go to MaximumFun.org/join and support us. Dig deep so we can get that $10,000 phone system.
Sweet.
It'll just take us about 40 years.
Yeah.
But we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Thank you, Matt Reed.
More than welcome.
Thank you, boy criminal Chris Gersbeck.
Thank you. Thanks, Matt, for stopping by.
New Jersey Chicken Rancher Des, and thanks for everyone watching on live on YouTube, and thanks for everyone listening in the futuristic podcast format. Good night. Good night. Good night.